Hey honeys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be all about how I made my DIY graduation cap for college. So if you want to see how I did that, then this is the video for you. So without further ado, let's just get into it.
Anywhere you go, give it all. Anywhere you say.
All right, so I know that the lighting is like kind of weird right now, and I may also look crazy. That's because I literally just woke up from a nap. I actually just graduated today and I am so tired, but I wanted to make this video because I already filmed a bunch of clips. So this whole video isn't going to actually be me just sitting here talking. I filmed a bunch of clips of me actually making the cap, and I'm just gonna do like a voiceover style so that I can share how I actually made the cap with you guys. So I really hope that you guys are interested in seeing this. I am so excited. I wanted to make my own cap. I actually wasn't able to decorate my cap when I graduated high school. We weren't allowed to. So when it came time for college, I was super excited to be able to decorate my cap. And I mean, we had to do a virtual graduation this year anyway because of COVID. So I pretty much got to do what I wanted with my cap. And I honestly love the way that it turned out. So this is what it looks like. And I just did like the flowers, and I wrote one of my favorite Bible verses. So it's Isaiah 58 verse 11. It says, "Where God guides, he provides." And we added some like pearls. I really liked the way it came out. And as you can see, this is like the actual cap. I love the way that this came out. Honestly, I'm super happy with the way that it looks. I absolutely love it. And I want to share with you guys how I made it. So let's get into the rest of the video. All right, so of course, first things first, we had to go to some craft stores to get the supplies. So we just went to a local craft store near us, and we also went to Michael's, and we just purchased some of these flowers that don't have the stems. They're just the head of the flowers. And then we also picked out some cardstock. So the cardstock that we had that was at the store was not the perfect measurement for the actual size of the graduation cap. They said typically around graduation time they have that. This is in February that I graduated, so they didn't have it. They only had like a bigger size, but it's fine because we just went ahead and enlisted the help of family to make it work. Hi, Uncle Booch. It's done?
No, I'm gonna do the hole.
Oh yeah, the hole's probably gonna be difficult. So the first thing that my uncle did was take the measurements of the actual graduation cap and then measure it up to the size of the cardstock that we had. Then he just went ahead and used an X-Acto knife to cut out the size of the cardstock that we actually needed so that it would fit properly around the size of the graduation cap. The hard part was cutting out the hole so that the button where the tassel sits could poke through. We definitely needed that hole in the middle so that we could get the tassel around. So that was the hard part, but we knew that it didn't have to be perfect because I was going to be covering the kind of rough edges anyway, so it was fine. Then he just went ahead and went in with some double-sided tape. This is like heavy-duty double-sided tape, and I didn't want to use glue or anything in case I wanted to remove this part from the actual cap. I'm sure I could have still removed it anyway, but the double-sided tape just seemed like the better option, so he just went ahead in with the double-sided tape and just stuck the cardstock to the cap. I'll show it to the camera so everyone can see what it looks like. We then realized that the middle part just had to be X-Actoed a little bit more because it wasn't poking through all the way, like the button wasn't poking through. So we just went ahead and made it a little bit bigger. Like I said, it didn't have to be perfect, so it ended up working fine. Then I went home and started working with my Cricut. That is how I made the letters. So I just typed in what I wanted it to say. Like I said, I used this Bible verse. It was from Isaiah 58 verse 11. It says, "Where God guides, he provides." So I just went ahead and typed this into my Cricut design space and just chose the font that I wanted. The font that you're seeing here isn't actually the font that I ended up using, if you could tell based on how it looked from the actual picture and the beginning of what you guys saw the cap looked like. But yeah, this was just some trial and error. It actually did take a few different times, and if you can see there, it says base material was set to cardstock. I don't know who messed with my Cricut, but somehow, some way, the knob on the Cricut got turned to cardstock. So when this printed out, I was super surprised because I did not understand why all of the letters were ripped. And that's because it wasn't set to vinyl, it was set to cardstock. So the first time I did it, the size was wrong. Then it was on cardstock. Then I chose a different font. It was just, you know, it took a little while, and I think it was mostly my fault because I was getting very tired at this point. It was super late and I just wasn't feeling well, and I was trying to kind of rush through it. But it ended up working out fine once I actually took the time necessary to make sure that it was working. Then I went ahead and once I actually got the proper size and font and, you know, it was printed out on the vinyl, I was ready to go ahead and stick it to the actual cap. So I was using the transfer tape in the same way that I would use it for anything else, but the transfer tape was actually having a really hard time with making the vinyl stick to the cardstock. I think it's because this cardstock has a very rough edge to it, like it, not a rough edge, but like a rough texture to it because of the glitter that you see there. So the tape was really not wanting to stick. So I would definitely recommend enlisting the help of another adhesive, whether it be a glue stick or a hot glue gun. As you see, I didn't actually use the hot glue gun to stick the letters. That's what we're going to be using to work with the next part, which you see me doing now with the flowers, but I definitely would recommend that. So after I finally got it to stick, it took a lot of time, but I finally did get it to stick. Then we started doing the flowers. So when I did the flowers, I actually just kind of placed them all around the cardstock so that I could figure out how I actually wanted it to look before gluing it down. And I definitely recommend doing that so that way you don't just glue it down and then you're like, oh no, that's not what I wanted it to look like. So once I had a look that I liked, I went ahead and used my hot glue gun to glue it down. Then we also purchased this like ribbon of pearls. It was just like this long thing of pearls, and I just went ahead and glued that around the edges to just give it one final cute little look. And like I said, I loved the way that it turned out. All right, guys, so that is it. Thank you so much for watching this video today. I really hope that this helped you and gave you some ideas on how you can make your own DIY graduation cap. If you did enjoy it, then as always, you can feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And if you did also like it, then hopefully I will see you guys on the next one. So thank you guys again so much for watching. I hope that you all have a beautiful and blessed day. And congratulations to anyone that has an upcoming graduation. You guys did it, you accomplished it, and you earned it. So congratulations, I am so very proud of you. Thank you guys again. I hope that you all have a great day, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.